Kayfabe Hade Radio. And today, my recap and review of AEW Dynamite, April 10th, 2024. Show opens with Samoa Joe on his way to the ring. He's attacked from behind by Swerve Strickland. They brawl a little bit. Swerve tackles Joe through a table on the floor. Keep in mind, Samoa Joe later on tonight will face Dustin Rhodes in a world title eliminator. First match on the card, Adam Copeland defends the TNT title with Penta as the Omega. Penta getting the better of Copeland early in this TNT title match. Copeland does some lucha stuff and hits a flying head scissors straight out of 1987. We get a double down with a crazy flip dive to the floor by Penta. A countdown to the Young Bucks graphic pops up briefly. We'll get to that in a bit. What a backfire that was. Anyway, Copeland with an ankle lock that doesn't last. Penta's getting most of the offense in this match. Surprising. It's like 80-20 Penta right now, which is ridiculous. Copeland hits power slam on the apron. He then spears Alex Abrahantes once Penta moves on the floor. Back in the ring, Penta hits code red for a 2 count. Penta goes for a springboard but gets speared. Copeland survives and retains his title. Post-match, the light goes out. The lights go out and Brody King attacks Adam Copeland. Not much to say about this match. Crowd was dead. Nobody seemed to care. Little to no chemistry between these two in the ring. Rather disappointing match. Penta surprisingly was beating the crap out of him for a while, which I don't understand. But yeah, that's that. Now the moment that everybody wanted to see, everyone's been waiting for. The thumbnail of the video. The Young Bucks are here with footage of the CM Punk Jack Perry incident from London. They say Jack was the scapegoat, and the other person tried to make the show about him because they can't say CM Punk's name. Matt says it really isn't a fight, more of a high school scrap. I don't know if that was in reference to Punk's comments on Helwani, more about how it's a high school drama at AEW. A lot of verbiage Punk used on Helwani's show, the Young Bucks used here. Personally, I don't know why this was shown. It does nothing for anybody. There's no audio, so all you get is video from one angle. And it appears on video to be exactly how Punk described it. Again, a bit of audio would have really helped clear some things up, but instead we get grainy black and white video. But what a massive misfire from AEW here. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. Why you'd even bother airing this? Just living in the past, a bunch of silliness. Speaking of living in the past, Will Ospreay's out next for a promo. He said he immediately states he's only got 5 minutes because TV time is expensive. Another CM Punk reference, almost immediately. He addresses the Triple H grind comment, saying the only reason Triple H has his position is because he's grinding on the boss's daughter. Finally done with the petty silliness of firing shots at WWE. Ospreay cuts a good promo on Danielson. It's sad because this promo was actually very impassioned and actually got me very interested in the match at the pay-per-view. It's just too sad. It's sad it's going to be overshadowed by the Triple H and CM Punk references because AEW decided to take the last 25 minutes of television time to react to things WWE said in interviews that weren't even on WWE programming. They were on the Pat McAfee show and Ariel Helwani's show. So, like, if nobody's in the loop and strictly watching WWE programming, they don't know what was said. So I don't understand why AEW would even bother addressing any of this stuff. It's just petty silliness and makes them seem like children. To be honest with you, it's really sad. Up next is Lion Hook and Shibata versus Shane Taylor Promotions. Shane Taylor uses his size and power to dominate Hook until Hook hits a deadlift German suplex. This kid, holy, can he throw you around when he wants to. It doesn't matter your size. Double tag Shibata, Moriarty are legal. Get them back and forth there until Shibata accidentally kicks Jericho off the apron when Moriarty moves out of the way. Shibata goes to tag Hook, but Jericho pulls him off the apron. They leave Shibata helpless, and Shane Taylor Promotions takes full advantage and wins the match. Post-match, Hook and Jericho argue. Hook helps Shibata to his feet. I don't understand what's going on here. Kind of weird. The Jericho immediately is sort of doing like heel stuff. I don't really get what's going on here, but I'm sure we'll get some sort of next week interview. I'll explain myself stuff, but I don't know. I'm not interested in this Jericho Hook stuff at all. Hook needs to get away from the toxicity of Jericho. This guy pulls everybody. Been pulling people down for a while here. Up next is Kazuchika Okada versus Cristiano Argenta. Nothing to note. Just a quick squash victory for Okada. Okada accepts Pac's challenge, and Pac comes down the aisle. The Young Bucks jump Pac. FTR makes the save. But then Okada and the Bucks get the upper hand on FTR, and the Elite stand over Punk and FTR as the segment ends. Sorry, but why are you paying Okada all this money? He's had one actual match, filmed a few vignettes, or filmed some backstage stuff where he's supposedly there live, but he's not, pre-taped, and a couple squash matches. Definitely earning that money. Kind of ridiculous. Up next, Toni Storm as a champagne toastess and invites Thunder Rosa. She throws champagne in Rosa's face and wipes the face paint, tries to scrub the face paint off of her. Then she just leaves. Best part of this was at one point Excalibur called them both men. Yeah, and that was that. Up next, Anna Jay versus Mariah May. Back and forth between the two until a commercial break. Back from break, some brawling on the floor briefly. Things get a bit sloppy as Mariah May does Toni Storm's offense. And then it's just simple Mariah May sunset flip for the win. After the match, Anna Jay chokes out Mariah May until someone from Stardom makes the save and kisses Mariah. So yeah, nothing really to note there except the random HLA at the end. Strange. Up next, Alex Marvez interviews Mercedes Moné. This is brief, but almost puts me to sleep, as both of them are just charisma vacuums. I know that's a little harsh towards Mercedes Moné, but I feel she just tries too hard, and it comes off as bad acting. Her promos are just really bad, and anytime she's on a microphone, it's been cringe since she came to AEW. Sorry, but that's just how it's been. Lastly is the main event, Samoa Joe versus Dustin Rhodes. A non-title match. I don't know why they wouldn't just make this for the belt. They could have added a lot of drama to this match because of the previous attack at the beginning of the show from Swerve, but they just didn't bother. It's just non-title. Joe runs Dustin in the ring post, busts him open early. They go to break. Back from break, Joe continues to dominate Dustin. Rhodes counters a power slam, hits a bionic elbow and a code red for a 2 count. He hits a crossroads for a near fall and a huge crowd reaction. Probably the biggest crowd reaction of the night, although the rest of the show hasn't been anything really worth even getting excited about. So that's kind of a low bar. Joe grabs Swerve's chain, but the ref takes it. Instead, Joe hits Dustin with the belt while the ref tosses the chain. Joe wins. Post-match, he chokes Dustin, but Swerve makes the save and gets the chain back. He runs Joe off and then poses with the AEW World Title as the show goes off the air. Overall, Dynamite, terrible. Just another bad show. They put a lot of filler. The whole show was built around, obviously, the airing of the Punk Perry stuff, and thinking that would get a lot of eyeballs on the show, so why bother putting in good wrestling? Which is a terrible mindset to have. Once again, another bad AEW show. Lately, it's just been the pay-per-views have been good and the TV's been terrible, which is not where you want to be. It's hard to sell pay-per-views if your TV's bad. You're not going to expect a good pay-per-view watching bad television. But yeah, just another disappointing output here from AEW, and that was my review of Dynamite for April 10th, 2024. And this has been Kayfabe Hayes Radio.